from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. The NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Chicago Bears.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think and we are underway here in Las Vegas. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
This is Reese on the grab.
As a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
On second down, it's Garner. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Gannon. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to Forte. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Cutler. Defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 8 catches, 57 yards.
And he's number 6 in the league.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
That's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Cutler. Robinson's got it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with his 2nd and 4. Cutler will throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
First carry now for McFadden. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Gannon. He finds his man. Complete. It's Porter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. First down, a run with McFadden. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what. And this one will come back.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
He finds his man complete. That's Porter. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Porter. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Gannon. He finds his man complete. It's Porter. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Gannon over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Looking to throw. Gannon. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Gannon. Touchdown, Raiders! What a great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Hester to return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Another run, this time Forte. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Cutler now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raiders now set to get the football back. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And that is incomplete here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Gannon. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 7 yards to pick up there.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. To throw, Cutler. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now it's Cutler. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Cutler. Man open is Robinson. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Cutler. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that.
And he coughed it up, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, CD, really, the play call was pretty good. I mean, the jet sweep worked up until the crucial part where he lost the football.
Yeah, and you would expect him to hold on to the ball. You're handing it to a wide receiver who touches it all the time. That's what they do. A real surprise that he dropped it in that situation.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A give. This is Forte. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Cutler. It's complete. It's Forte. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. He finds Robinson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On 2nd down, Forte. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Cutler. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here comes Robbie Gould for the Bears field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And Gould is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. They start the drive with McFadden. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Gannon. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Gannon, quick slant to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll give to McFadden. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Gannon. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run on first down. It's Jordan. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Cutler. Sets up the screen to Forte. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, Forte looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling. Off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. To throw on 2nd down, Gannon. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Gannon. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Gannon. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Gannon. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gannon. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth. Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll try and get it with Forte. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Forte. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll give it up to Forte. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a handoff running right, Forte. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. From the gun, Gannon able to find Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to McFadden. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, Forte. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Forte. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run with Forte. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st down, this is Forte. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, Cutler. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 1st and 10, Gannon. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Gannon. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 1st down, Gannon. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll run with McFadden. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now Cutler on first down. Caught left side, Bennett. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Cutler looking to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Cutler to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Cutler. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give to Howard running left. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Working with a 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Cutler. Touchdown Bears! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Back to throw. Gannon. He finds his man. Complete. That's Garner. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. He finds his man. Complete. That's Garner. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bennett. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Cutler. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. Back to the air. Cutler after the pick six. And the Raiders have got him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Cutler. This is caught by Robinson. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 3rd down, Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On 1st down, McFadden. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. McFadden again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Gannon. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Las Vegas, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the